Today's video is going to be a short one, just kind of going over some of the stuff that I've been doing, trying to figure out this exhaust leak issue, or whatever it is, the ticking noise. Like I said in my last video, I've kind of accepted it of being, it's just the nature of the beast. Hemis make a lot of noise, but at the same time, I'm always kind of looking to see if maybe it is something, just because as the build keeps going, things are going to be more prone to break, and having things as well off as possible can at least, delay the inevitable. So with that being said, I've had it back in the shop. I took it to an exhaust shop, a local one, to have them look it over. I figure, the more opinions I get from the more mechanics, someone's always got a different insight. So as I take it to other shops and get other people's insights on what's going on, there may be something that someone else didn't notice that particular shop does notice. So with this one, they end up doing the exhaust leak check around the head gaskets. They checked around the manifold. They checked around the gaskets at the headers. They checked around the catalytic converters themselves, where I had my other exhaust leak. They've checked the entire system from pretty much the headers back, and nothing was found. That's not to say that there's still not a weld or a small leak at a gasket somewhere and we're just missing it. That's very, very possible, and it's still something that I still believe could be an issue. I've posted some other videos of the sounds themselves, just the exterior clip, so that way you can kind of hear it with light throttle outside of the vehicle. And then I happened to get one that actually caught the sound clip of it pretty well inside the vehicle at light throttle. You may even be able to hear it in this video. I don't know. I doubt it. I've got my air conditioning on and I'm talking over it, and it's kind of faint, but it's clearly there. If you're riding in the vehicle, it's something you can definitely hear. However, I did get talking to him, and I still have the stock exhaust on the vehicle. So when I did the cam, I did the long tube headers, Stainless Works 1 7/8 long tube headers with high flow catted mids, and I left the stock exhaust on there. And every time I pull up somewhere or stop anywhere, people are like, "Wow, your car's really quiet," and I'm like, I know. It doesn't sound like it, other than the lope of the cam, it doesn't really sound like it's got a lot done to it. Not as much that's under the hood anyway. So I decided to ask the guy while I was there, how much it would cost and what they could do as far as a custom exhaust, and to put a little bit more heart and a little bit more throb in the exhaust system. So we got some stuff together, and he told me to look at some videos of certain mufflers that we could go with, and I ended up going with the Flowmaster Super 10s. He said something about the 44s and the 40s, and I listened to the videos of them, and they just weren't loud enough for me. With the amount of work that's put into this car at this point, I want the exhaust system to match the performance modifications that have gone into it. So the Super 10's exhaust tone sounded perfect to me, and told him that's what I wanted. They wrote up a quote for me, and I take it in Friday and drop it off, and when I get off work, the exhaust system will be done. So we're getting the resonators cut off. It's getting the custom pipe from the res back to the tips, leaving the stock tips on. And that is actually because I pulled the trigger and did not think it through and buy the quad tips that I wanted. the two dual tips to turn it into quad tips at the back of the car. So, you know, it is what it is. It'll keep the stock appearance of the exhaust tips, but really and truly, I don't think that that's going to be an issue. I think that that'll be fine. But the Super 10s are what I'm really excited about. Not only that, but like maybe with the mufflers being on there, I'll be able to pick up a little bit more of that low end that I've lost. I know it's not going to be a lot. It's probably not even going to be something noticeable. But, you know, just having a full exhaust system as opposed to the stock exhaust system and some long tube headers, I'm hoping to pick up a little bit of power. If not, you know, just at least at the low end side of things for torque. So that's happening Friday. There'll be another video of that. I'm actually going to do a before and after shoot of the car as far as a cold start goes, so that way we can hear it in both instances. So that'll probably come out this weekend, and that'll give me time to, you know, do a cold start sometime this week before I go into work, and so that way I've got that clip, and then Saturday morning after the car sat overnight from Friday, do another cold start video of the Super 10s on it it's basically just the Super 10s, you know, and the cats. So looking forward to that. That's really all I've got for this update, this video, and you know, just look for the next video coming up later this week, and you know, keep it classy. Peace.